Hi guys, my name is Alvi Saka. This is the first weekly Excel task for Econ 1203. This is recorded on Friday the 13th of June and my workshop is on Wednesday from 12:30 to 2 p.m. Let's begin. So we want to first adjust the column width and height. So to do that, we want to select all the data, double click that, and then drag each of the rows. So that's just like that. And then next, we want to freeze the pane. So while we're scrolling through the data, we can actually still see it. So you want to select both of those and then go to view and then freeze panes and then just like that. Next, we want to unhide any hidden columns and rows. So you want to select all the data, press unhide, and that should be unhidden. Next, we want to remove any duplicates. So to do that, you want to select all your data, go to data, and then press remove duplicates, and that should be perfect. Next, bed's actually misspelled, so we want to select it, go Control H, find and replace, so spell it correctly, and then make those 6 replacements. So now there is some missing data, so we want to actually make sure that missing data is highlighted so we can actually identify it a lot easier. So to do that, we want to select all our data, go to Home, Conditional Formatting, highlight cell rules, go to More Rules, and then now blanks, and let's go Customize font. And instead of the highlighter yellow, I'm going to go to a nicer yellow because I don't want to be blind. So now the yellow is done. So that's that for now. Now we want to integrate this into that. So we want to select the data and then do the same thing so it's visible. And then we want to make sure the first and last name is actually in the correct order in a single row. So we're going to insert a new column and then use the function concat. We want to select that, add a comma, and then make sure there's a space, add another comma, and then just like that, Emily Davis comes up in the correct format. So now we want to scroll all the way down and just make sure all the names are filled in. So now we want to select this whole column and then make sure that the data is actually broken up into separate columns. So we want to press text to column, make sure it's tab and comma, and then press finished, and then select the top 4, and then we can actually drag it along so it's a lot easier to read. The date is actually backwards, so that's our next problem. So we're going to make sure it goes date, month, and year. So to do that, the next function, we go text, and then date value, if I can spell it, and then we want to click on the cell, close that bracket, add a comma, and then now let's do the date. Perfect. So just like that, now it's in the correct order, and now we want to scroll all the way down to make sure that's all done. And then for my eyes and later the formatting, we want to make sure that it's the same as the previous sheet. Perfect. Okay, so next, once that's all done, we want to actually add it to this. So before we do that, we're going to add a new column just here, and we're going to actually we're going to just put that there. So these are all the new data that we're going to add from the previous one, because we're going to make sure that they're actually differentiated. So we're going to start off with the transaction records. So we can just copy that entire column, and then just like that, and then we want to just paste it like that. But we do want the same font, so we'll actually do that at the end because I feel like that will be faster. So next we want to add the names. So again, same thing, select the entire thing, copy it, and then what you want to do here is paste values. So then that goes in just like that. Okay, so next we want to do the dates. So same thing, select the entire row, copy it, that one, and then again you want to just do paste values, and then that will all go in very nicely there. Next, we just want to select both of these, same thing, copy it, and then paste that just like that. Lovely. Now, what we want to do is we are going to get the total of all the sales values, because I'm sure we'd like that information. So if it lets me, oh my goodness. So we want to make sure it says total, just like that. And then we are now going to do sum of this entire column, just like that. And then click that, and then we're now going to actually make sure that it's formatted nicely so it's easier on the eye. So we're going to do the same for all of those numbers. Perfect. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to we're going to select the formatting tool, and we're just going to make sure that all of it is the same. So now that changes it to that. Perfect. So now we're going to add new to all of this to make sure they're differentiated, and then existing. Let's get the font. Existing. Let's make that a little bit bigger. And then just Control C, Control V that all the way down until the new part. And I believe that is pretty much it.